If you look at the skyline of Dubai or Abu Dhabi, you are literally looking at the future. I mean, gleaming skyscrapers, man-made islands, and architectural marvels that practically defy gravity. We're witnessing an era of unprecedented physical construction. But here's the thing. Behind all that steel and glass, the real estate industry is actually standing on the precipice of a radical new technological era. In this explainer, we're going to explore the digital blueprint of that massive transformation. To really understand the stakes here, you just have to look at the numbers. We're talking more than $200 billion. That is the massive scale of the UAE real estate market volume every single year. It's wild. Dubai consistently ranks as one of the fastest growing real estate markets on the entire planet, drawing capital from every corner of the globe. The financial gravity here is absolutely immense. But there's a really fascinating paradox going on. While the physical infrastructure is straight out of a sci-fi movie, the digital infrastructure, well, it's been lagging way behind. Despite this booming market and constant growth, there is currently no full-fledged digital analog out there that actually connects all the moving parts seamlessly. So the wealth creation is incredibly modern, but the systems managing it are surprisingly traditional. Chapter 1: A New Real Estate Era. Think about today's legacy real estate market. It's complex, it's super fragmented, and it relies heavily on a huge web of intermediaries. Plus, you have to deal with fake listings. Now, contrast that with the digital future we're heading towards. We're talking about a unified, transparent infrastructure, one based on verified data, automated deals, highly secure payments, and fully digital documents. It's a massive shift from a slow, manual process to a fast, streamlined, and automated transaction system. Chapter 2: Enter the Atlas platform. So, meet Atlas. Now, while this is a digital platform designed specifically for the UAE market, it's honestly better understood as a comprehensive operating system. Because instead of bouncing between 5 different agencies, banks, and government portals just to get things done, Atlas actually unifies everything: property search, verification, document generation, and ownership transfer, all brought together into one single, centralized ecosystem. And the technological advantages here are pretty striking. For example, ad creation takes just 1 minute and 30 seconds. Literally. But obviously, speed isn't everything. Security is absolutely crucial. All data on the platform is verified through official channels like DLD, RERA, and UAE Pass. And by using smart contracts and an end-to-end digital transaction process, the platform has built-in fraud protection. It basically streamlines the whole industry by removing all those friction points that have traditionally slowed down wealth creation. Chapter 3: Understanding IP shares. So what exactly are users purchasing when they enter this ecosystem early? Well, they're buying what's called IP shares. These are quite literally shares of the intellectual property in Atlas, and they are officially registered in the Keystra Limited Registry, which creates a clear, immutable record of participation for the user. Now, in the world of digital innovation, definitions really matter. IP shares are not stocks, they're not cryptocurrency, and they are not classified as a traditional investment product. Maintaining this exact distinction is super vital to understanding the legal and structural reality of this brand new asset class. So if they aren't traditional stocks or crypto, what do they actually give you? Well, as a foundational element of their digital ecosystem, owning an IP share grants you registration in the official owner's registry. That means it gives you a tangible share of the Atlas intellectual property, it grants you early access to the project, and it allows for active participation in the broader Atlas ecosystem as it continues to grow. Chapter 4: The Pre-Seed Ecosystem. In the lifecycle of any major tech platform, the pre-seed phase is literally the very beginning. Because early participants are taking a leap and helping bootstrap the ecosystem, they typically get access to maximum bonuses. Here, the effective price of one IP share sits at roughly 55.6 cents, depending on the specific package. The logic is simple, right? The earlier the stage you get in, the lower your effective price and the higher the potential bonus. Participation packages range from super accessible entry points of just $100 all the way up to $25,000. Each of these packages includes a fixed number of IP shares, plus bonus IP shares, and specific terms that are totally unique to this pre-seed round. It's also really important to note that all packages are subject to limited quotas. This helps them carefully manage the supply side of the ecosystem during this early phase. The user experience on the platform is underpinned by a really seamless 5-step automated process. First, the user chooses a package. Step 2, confirm the terms.
Step 3, complete the payment. Then, Step 4, entirely automatically, the system credits the IP shares. Finally, Step 5, the user receives their formal record in the registry. Everything just operates smoothly within one unified digital environment.
The platform is also engineered with a ton of user flexibility. For instance, they offer an installment plan spread over 5 months. With every successful payment, a portion of the IP shares is credited and officially recorded right in your transaction history. And crucially, this is a big deal. If an installment plan has to be canceled midway through, you don't lose everything. You actually keep the IP shares you've already been credited for. It's a highly transparent and very user-friendly approach to early-stage participation.
Chapter 5, the Project Roadmap.
As you can imagine, building a massive digital operating system for real estate isn't an overnight task. Looking at their roadmap, 2026 is slated to be a major catalyst year. That's when we'll see the official app launch, the processing of their first real-world deals, and the rollout of their rent module. But the vision definitely doesn't stop at the UAE borders. The roadmap explicitly targets future expansion across the entire GCC and MENA regions, with eventual entry into international markets.
Chapter 6, Financial Education and Risks. Let's be real for a second. Innovation always walks hand in hand with risk. All the calculations and forecasts you see in early-stage projects like this, they are targets, not guarantees. The material we are covering in this explainer is strictly for informational and educational purposes. We're analyzing a really fascinating source framework, but this is definitely not personalized investment advice. Any project out there trying to disrupt a $200 billion market is going to face significant operational and market risks along the way. So what should you really take away from all this? Well, it brings us to a powerful summary thought. Understanding emerging financial ecosystems is the ultimate prerequisite to navigating the future of wealth. Think about it. Whether Atlas becomes the new global standard or if they simply pioneer the path for others to follow, the digital transformation of real estate is basically inevitable at this point. Upgrading your financial education to understand concepts like IP shares, smart contracts, and unified digital infrastructure, that is exactly how you prepare yourself for the markets of tomorrow. Will centralized digital operating systems become the new blueprint for global wealth? Time will tell. If you enjoyed this explainer and want to continue learning about investing, financial education, innovation, and wealth creation, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you never miss future content.